Hello everyone. Today we are going through CSW Project Initiative. This project initiative is made for Java people. We do have projects for QA and BA also. This particular demo is focused on Java development. Entering into Java project and why it is important to execute a project after a Java training or after a Java education. If you went through the proper training is well and good. If you're not, if you're going through the YouTube videos or tutorial points or trying assignments yourself, everything is all right. But when you execute an actual project, you are making an effort to directly step into the real industry, because you know that the examples we receive, that the things we do in our eclipse for testing or understanding a technology is not enough. We know something extra is required. We know the integration of different components are required. So those things, those understanding the requirements, those working on the pressures and everything, so that is actually required when you enter into the real industry. So this is what we are going to do in Java project. So what is our initiative? So you will receive a project lead. A project lead will be assigned to you, which has who has a 10 years, around 10 years experience. He has a real industry experience. There is no fake experience around here. You can actually check the resume, LinkedIn profile, everything. Okay, so real person is actually assigned to you. Okay, and 5+ years of mentoring experience is mandatory for every lead. So we assured that the person is actually a project lead or technical lead for a while. It's not like he just came out of the blue and started teaching you. No, that's not something we want or even you want. Java J2E designing and architecture experience should be there to the lead, okay, so that he can guide you on a proper design, okay. And a soft skill trainer is also given to you so that you can actually work on focus on interview techniques, body language, okay, and a lot of other things. How to talk as an experienced professional, how to speak in a telephonic interview, or how your body language should be while sitting for the interview. So all those things will be trained by the soft skill trainer. So this particular initiative is actually consists of three different parts. One is technical part, one is soft skill part, and project execution. So we're gonna see that one by one. Why real project is important? So there is a huge gap between student of a course and associate of a company. Okay, so when you are actually a student, you are in the learner mode. Okay, so you are in the receiving end, but when you are in the associate of the company, you are basically at a delivering end. So you're gonna deliver the product. You have to learn a lot of new things and work simultaneously. There is no learning time and working time difference. You have to learn, you have to work, you have to learn and work. So that both goes hand in hand. Full stack developer, this is something which is taking an industry now. Full stack developer is jack of all and master of all. So if you mention your resume as a Java profile, it doesn't mean you should know only core Java. You should know Spring, you should know Struts, you should know Hibernate, you should know JDBC technologies, you should know Java, HTML, Ajax, jQuery, and whatnot, Jenkins, deployment tools, Unix, and number of things, Jira, Agile Working, Selenium. So when we are talking about the full stack developer, when the industry is going towards agile development, basically they expect you to know all these things. Okay, it's not, and they should not, they will not feel like, okay, you have to be expertise or certified in all these technologies, but they are expecting that you should know about it. Okay, so that actually is mandatory, and we will train you in achieving that E0 competency, that first competency in that area, in every area of full stack developer. You will also get an on-job feel before you hit the floor. This is very important, because if you have a break of 4 years, if you have 5 years break, all of a sudden you know that there is a generation gap in computer technology after 4 years. So after 3 years nowadays. So if you have a gap there, we will try to cover it up. Change in terminology. So what if you have done a just standard Java course from anywhere? We are not worrying about that. From anywhere, then you will be there will be a change in terminologies what we use and what it has been in a student's course. So they say students, we say associate of the company. They say course, we say project. They say lecture and batch, we said knowledge sharing session. And every session is actually a status meeting. So there is a shift in terminologies. Okay, why? Because change in terms and terminologies will immediately shift your mind from student mode to responsible associate mode, and that really works. This is our trusted and tested formula. This is very important, especially facing interviews. So when you are facing an interview from a student mode, the examples you give, the terms you use, so all those things really matter. Okay, and your language reflects how much experience you have. So if you have a gap, let's say, or if you are showing a little greater experience or something just to grab the job, we can easily find out as an interviewer. If I'm going to face a candidate who is showing me a fake resume, I can easily find out within 3 to 4 minutes whether the candidate has a real experience or not. So we will tell you, or we will actually train you to and even if that might be a wrong situation because there is a gap. Okay, so you had a gap in your career and all of a sudden you lost the touch, so you might be answering the questions like you are a fresher, and that is wrong, and there will be a wrong interpretation that your resume is fake. So unnecessary you are facing the blame. So we don't want that, and we will train you to actually reflect your experience in your language. Okay, and that will easily possible. So now we talked about a lot of theory stuff. What we are exactly going to do? We are going to understand the requirements and break into the user stories. We are act on it with the help of Scrum calls. Okay, we'll update the burn down chart accordingly. Okay, we will deliver product in every 1.5 weeks. Okay, so the delivery will be in Java code and JUnit test cases. There will be a QA who is another associate who is doing the QA, and defect fixes and new Scrum development will again go simultaneously. Then once you are completing the Java code, we will actually do UI code, and UI will be HTML and JavaScript. We will have sessions on UI, that is HTML, JavaScript, jQuery and CSS. So we will train you in that. Okay. So don't worry about agile also, we will train you in agile development. So there will be sessions and meetings with experienced candidates, and they will actually tell you what is agile and how agile works. Okay, then there will be Selenium test cases. So Selenium is automated testing scripts, so you're gonna develop that. Selenium is super easy for you, it's matter of 2 hours. So we will learn Selenium, and Selenium again we will train you, and then you have to do simultaneously. Then there will be code review, which is performance centric code review, and defect fixing, which is performance centric defect fixes. And finally there will be a deployment. So deployment happens in Jenkins. So we're gonna use Maven for Maven for loading your dependencies, GitHub for our code with integration and development, so that I can also see what exactly going on in your code, and you can also grab if I want to change or add some comments in your code. We're going to use GitHub for that. Then we will use Jenkins platform for deploying your code in a Tomcat 8 environment. So Tomcat 8 is a stable version of Tomcat as of now, so we're going to use that. And code review and all the test cases for performance, you're going to do it in Mercury Load Runner. There will be a session on how load runner really works, so that you can actually have an idea. So all those things around the project you will get an idea about. Okay, technical cases, what are the things we are actually covering? Agile cases, JUnit cases, Selenium cases. KSS is knowledge sharing session. RESTful API, we will tell you how RESTful web services are done. HTML, JavaScript, CSS and jQuery. Maven, Jenkins and Sonar. Sonar is a code review. Okay, then Unix introduction and design patterns. Okay, so these all things are covered in your session. These are actually real sessions. Okay, and these are not all sessions are single hour session. HTML, JavaScript, CSS and jQuery all are 1 hour, so basically 4 hours in total. RESTful API, we're gonna learn how to create, how to test, how to write the client. Okay, same with the SOAP-based web services, how to create, how to write the client, and how to test with the help of SOAP UI tool. So we're gonna learn all these things. Soft skill portion. So soft skill, you will learn interview techniques, body language, how experienced people should actually speak so that they can reflect the real experience. Resume building, you will build your resume, applying the secret to the job search. This is the unique course we have made with the help of some psychological, some psychiatrists and other HR people, which will help you to find a job easily. Answering telephonic interview. So these are soft skill trainings you will receive after this training. And what are the things expected from you? So we are going to deliver a lot of stuff, but we need something from you also. You have to attend all the agile scrum calls properly, send an updated weekly status report, defect free delivery, schedule and pass at least one mock interview. Mock interview is important. Mock interview is one interview which is mocked, or we will give interview experience to you, and this is not created or delivered by me. That it will be actually taken by an actually expert. Actual expert will give us a review comments, and that will be passed on to you, and you have to act on the review comments and again schedule the mock interview and come up with proper interview guidelines. Okay, so last note, industry is moving towards full stack development. So people who know little of everything have more value than people with a single skill set. You should know about that. If you act now, this is the best time to get the job. Okay, so this is your dream job, remember that. Okay, so you want to get into the Java development, and this is the right time to grab it. Okay, so if you have any questions or anything related to the trainings, anything related to timelines, fees, structure, courses, burn down charts, agile development, if you want to learn only a component of it, if you want to get expert in Spring, or any one component of the Java development lifecycle, then just get in touch with us. We are here with you. So this is Team CSW, that is Credence Skill Work, and we are providing online face-to-face instructor-led and IT and soft skill training for different colleges or different experienced people in different countries. So we have two numbers active. So this is a US number 470-226-3367, and we have an India number 9970-837-110. So reach out to us, or simply write to us. Okay, writing to us will give elaborated answers and proper documentations, and also if we can provide some links to you to guide, we can definitely provide. Okay, so our technical team and administration team is always ready to answer your questions. So till then, thanks a lot everyone.